Genel olarak şu son
This was a very long stage, hot stage. The weather was hot, and the road conditions were not very favorable. The stage was difficult for that reason. The cyclists don't like this kind of road conditions. Until we arrived to the last climb, the peloton had a very high pace. The sprinters team made a lot of attacks and accelerated the tempo, the pace. And at the very beginning of the final climb, my teammates as well helped me to go in the first positions. These are Nazım, Miraç, and Sergey. So they brought me behind. And after that, in the last 2-3 kilometers, I decided to attack earlier. Maybe it was earlier, but I should do so because if I waited until the end, I know that the others are better sprinters than me. Maybe I wouldn't have this chance to pass them. So I decided to attack earlier.
O yüzden erken bir atak yaptım. Yokuş benim özelliklerime göre.
And then at the very end, the last 100 meters, I look behind and I see that there is nobody coming. And still, I put my last and all effort to pass the finish line.
Bütün gücümle çizgiyi geçmek için çalıştım.
I'm sorry for the question, but I want to ask him how we can believe him after what happened last year with his teammate. To say something to make us believe in his victory.
Bu soruyu sorarken biraz üzülerek, yani sormak rahatsızlıkla soruyorum ama geçen sene yaşanan olaydan sonra Gabrovski'de bu sene senin böyle bir herhangi bir açıklaman.
Bu spor yani
This cyclism is very difficult sport, and every cyclist sometimes leaves this kind of difficulties in their careers. Gabrovski was a very good sportman, but he was too much ambitious to do such kind of a thing. I don't think I will have the same situation.
Böyle bir sorunla karşılaşacağımı düşünmüyorum.
Can he explain who is it for European media? Because in Europe we don't know him. So is there you prefer the big stage or the short stage, the big tour or the small tour? Explain who is it.
Ben açıkçası şöyle kendimden bahsedeyim. Yani daha önce
When I was younger, an elite sportman, I had some healthy problems, and for some time I couldn't reach my best performance level. And I passed some medical operations in my body, and so I couldn't arrive at the wished desired level of performance. Normally I prefer short tours of 5 or 6 days, and as you see today and the prior days, I prefer climbing stages. I can say my sprint characteristic is very weak. I am not a good sprinter. Before, long stages as well were not good for me. But in the last months, in the last years, after my training with my team, I developed this characteristic, and now I can do longer stages as well.
I heard some voices from the peloton that they have some doubts and they don't believe you. What would you like to say to your colleagues?
hayır onlara bir cevabım yok.
I don't have an answer for that.
Question? Yes, François?
Does Mustafa realize he's about to win the Tour of Turkey, and what does it mean for him as a Turkish rider?
Yani çok uzun bir çalışmadan sonra ben buraya
I arrived today this situation with very long efforts. Since 6 months I haven't been at my home. We are always in travel, in training, or in foreign competitions in other countries.
benim için büyük bir başarı.
My success today maybe also is related a bit with the conditions of the other climbers. Maybe they are not at the very desired level of form of fitness.
Last question.
It is true that in the month of April, it is not very easy to be in the very good condition. But this is what I did maybe in this tour of Turkey. So we believed and succeeded.
Yardım etmemden dolayı yaşadığım kötü. Açıkçası bu başarıdan sonra
In this tour of Turkey, my goal was to be in the top 3. But now I am better than this, and I am in the first position. That means I will have more responsibility, and people's expectations from my teammates will be higher than before. And what I want is to have more success in this tour and other competitions.
Benden daha çok beklentileri olacak takım arkadaşları.
Last question, because Mustafa has to go to control. Shin?
He mentioned health issues and operations. Can you clarify what he meant by those? What issues and what operations?
From his
Disk operation.
disc operation.
Disc.
Yeah.
It's
Big
finished.
operation.
Okay, the question. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Disc.
So go.
Can you translate this?
Thank you very much everyone.